Winnipeg.
It's time to make history.
Last holiday video, we gave away 20 cups of coffee to 20 of our subscribers. This year, we're doing it bigger and better.
We partnered with St. James Volkswagen to give away $5,000 worth of Christmas presents to kids around Winnipeg.
We'll be documenting the entire process right here for our final video to go live on Christmas Day.
If you believe in our mission, if you believe in Winnipeg,
December 25th,
2:04 p.m., let's go make history.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Two for Eyes podcast, aka the #1 podcast in Winnipeg.
Yes, sir.
Happy December. Oh, happy December.
Yeah.
Happy December. The month of giving, the love of joy. If you want to give us some joy, hit the subscribe button. That would be phenomenal.
Please.
I would love to say we're approaching 1,000 subscribers, but to be honest, I don't know because we're recording this in November.
It is currently November 18th, Saturday at 11:50 a.m.
But yeah, happy December. Happy December. So yeah, the month of giving, hey? It's the month of our birthdays.
Month of our birthdays, month of our giving, favorite holidays, winter time,
Exam time.
exam time.
Which sucks, eh?
Man,
Can't relate anymore, but that's fine.
yeah, no, it sucks. Hey, almost only for it's the last time I'm gonna have exams in the December. So.
You don't know that.
Yeah, unless I do like a master's.
Life is.
I don't say that, brother.
Life's too short, bro. Life's too short.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Well, the reason we're recording this
Yes.
right now is because we're in the midst of planning our holiday video.
We
So
are.
that includes myself, Arshdeep, and Devo behind the camera.
Yes, sir.
He's switching the cameras, so it's easier for me to record. That's why he's sitting over there.
Easy for you to edit.
He is mic'd up though. How you feeling, Devo?
Doing good, man.
Okay.
Feeling good.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, the reason we're recording this is because we're in the midst of planning our holiday video. And I think it would be great if we put some of this part
At the start.
at the start or near when the holiday video is coming out, so
Yeah.
you can see the idea plan. Maybe what we plan doesn't even turn out the way we want. Maybe it turns out better. Maybe it turns out worse. Who knows? But this is our initial thoughts.
Yeah. What's the idea of the video? Why don't you explain that for a little bit?
Well, every year, well, we've only done 1 year, but
At least every year we come up with an idea.
every year we've been recording around December time, we have come up with a holiday video idea. And I think this stemmed just from wanting to give back to the world.
Yeah.
I don't know. Our
Mission is spread love, right?
yeah, it's been that mission.
So in December, it's the perfect time to give back to the community. You know, you guys show us so much love throughout the year. It's only right for us to take our platform and give back. Give back to, if we're about Winnipeg, then it's only a matter of fact that whatever proceeds we get or whatever mission we've accomplished, only give back to the community because that's what the show is about. So every year we plan a video around giving back to the community. You know, it's our birthdays, it's our giving month, and so this year, drum roll, we're planning on giving back to schools that are in need, and kids that are in need of a little joy, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it, right?
Yeah. We're gonna be the Mr.Beast of Winnipeg
Yeah.
because Mr.Beast isn't coming to Winnipeg.
That's
So-
for sure. Yeah.
So we are going to be the Mr.Beast of Winnipeg and show up at these schools with loads of gifts, toys, equipment, school supplies, whatever the schools need. And we're gonna try to make their day. That's
Yeah.
what we're gonna try to do.
Yeah. It's going to be the last day of school. That's when we're planning to deliver the presents, right? And so imagine just showing up in like Santa Claus. And then all the rest of the team is dressed up as elves, you know, Santa Claus. And there's or reindeer. We have a reindeer in costume. Like any costume that we have, or just trying to make the kids' day a little bit more special. Their last day before they go on Christmas break. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's or at least what we're planning to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're in the planning stage. Like, we are no sponsor secured yet. No one's funding the video as of currently, but we have, you know, some ways. And what we said when we were just planning before is like, we're gonna do this video regardless.
Regardless. Yeah.
So if that means that comes out of our own budget, that's fine. So be
Yeah.
it. Because I think the video is such a great idea.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
And
At the end of the day, the whole point is give back to the community.
yeah,
That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
So.
yeah. And so even if we get a sponsor or we get, some famous celebrity to support us, it's not about promoting it. It's more about just getting the money, and like we're not taking any profit.
No.
We're not taking zero cuts from this. In fact, we're taking time out of our holidays to make this video, and so we're giving back to the community. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think it would be fun. I think our last video was so much fun. For those of you who don't know, we gave away coffee to our subscribers, and at the time, we were reflecting on this like yesterday, but we had like less than 100 subscribers at the time.
Yeah.
We had just started posting. Maybe like our highest viewed video was maybe like 200 or well.
That was our first episode.
Our trailer did very well.
Yeah,
our original, the first video on this channel did very well. I think we had like 400 or 500 views, right?
Yeah.
And so that was like our only thing that was kind of going. And we had the crazy idea, we had the pitch, the proposal, we pitched it to a bunch of businesses, sent out a bunch of emails, and somehow they said yes. And so we were able to get all of our subscribers at the time. Not all of them, but like
20
of them. We had a lot of people come in. We had a lot of people ask, and we could only do 20 at the time.
Yeah.
The budget was small.
But even the fact that, a company chose to believe in us during that stage was amazing because, like you said, less than 100 subscribers, maybe like less than 1,000 views or combined overall in all the videos.
Yeah.
And yet someone was like, these guys got something.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give them 20 free cups of coffee to hand out.
It wasn't much. It was during the time of COVID too.
Exactly.
So the loops we had to go through to get that happen. I remember we emailed like the MLA of like our area of the government, be like, hey, can we actually do this? Like, are we gonna get sued or something?
Yeah.
Shout out to the team that was there, like Matt Carlin, Rita Kumar, like those were the guys that we filmed it with. But it was so much fun. It was so much fun.
So much fun. I remember and that was the worst day to do it too.
The worst day. We love doing that.
The biggest storm in Winnipeg hit, winter storm. And so there's like 6 inches of snow on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Cars are getting stuck as we're arriving to the coffee shop to pick up the coffee. Yeah, somehow we managed to go all over Winnipeg
So much fun.
for a day and just spread some love.
Yeah, we do have a video breaking down that entire thing. There's an episode out there somewhere.
Yeah.
But this time we're doing something different. So
Yeah.
hopefully it will amends something. I do have a question though.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people are going to ask this, and I asked myself this. Are we just doing it for the video? Are we just doing it for the views?
Hell no.
No?
Think about it. I think that's a byproduct of creating something that you're passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course, we could take it off the video.
Yeah.
We could secretly, like, no camera, no nothing, contact sponsors and be like, hey, we need money, and we strictly just want to give back to the community. That's 100% doable.
Mm-hmm.
But in a sense, the video, even though we're not going to be able to give presents back to the entire community like we want to, and eventually I prayed that we do get to that spot where we can give out, like, instead of $100 or 20 cups of coffee, we can give out 100,000 cups of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we get to that stage, but this video in itself is a way of reaching people that we would not be able to reach.
Of course.
And so if we're not able to give back presents to the entire community, at least we can give a present in terms of a happy, joyful, positive video that they can watch with their family on Christmas Day. At least that will be our we're giving back in terms of content.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. And I thought about that too. I was like, listen, are we just doing it for the camera? And to be honest, like there's a video aspect to us. Like we're creators. We create videos, every week. And there's a reason why we do this. But if we're creating and it just, gives someone a smile or it inspires someone to, hey, go do something else good, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, I don't care if it was recorded or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I get a certain type of like a high or an endorphin rush from doing things like that. Being able to like just give stuff to people in general, especially in large amounts, that's awesome. That makes you feel freaking good, man. You know?
Yeah, it's a selfish thing at the end of the day too, right? Because you get this like high of, oh man, I really give back to that person, like, and it is selfish, but like we said, we're creatives at the end of the day, and so we're gonna capture pretty much everything in our life. Like, if I'm running outside for 30 days, I'm capturing that and posting that, right? Yeah. And so I think it's just a natural thing that's built into us.
Selfish doesn't have to mean bad either.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can be selfish and you could be doing good things, not only for other people, but for yourself, right? At the same time.
But yeah, and it's ultimately, like, as Robin said, our way of content is not to say that, hey, we did this and we should get views for it. It's to show those kids or show the community that, hey, these are two random dudes that went to Dakota Collegiate, that have normal lives, but they're able to chase their passions and they're able to spread positivity in the world. And that's the point of the video, to show people that, hey, you can follow a similar path, and hopefully it gets you somewhere.
I always try to put the perspective of if I was in the shoes of. And so if I was at like Dakota or my elementary school, and somebody came dressed like super like festive and like just gave us a bunch of things, I would, and like set off confetti cannons in the assembly and made like a fun like environment. Music was playing, cars pulled up like a full like SUV styles. Like, I would be like amazed. That would be like the highlight of my December. Be like, oh my God. Like, somebody came to our school and this happened. And we'd talk about it for a while. And even simple things like, oh, just driving past the schools of like, if I was in that position, like, how would I feel? Yeah. And so
it'd 100% be at least a memorable moment for those kids.
Yeah. It'd be great. It'd be great. Like, I will say, planning it is so much fun, though. I do enjoy the planning stage. I know that the execution of it is the tough part and it's so much hard, but I do like the idea generation, to figuring out the logistics. Oh my God, okay, we have to do this. This is the 3-step plan. These are 3 days we have to film. This is how much it's going to be. So much work. All that stuff is so much fun.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise, I think. Because, yeah, as much as like, I'm not a big fan of planning it. I'm a big fan of idea generation. I think that's a big thing that I enjoy, of just like sitting with the team in a room and be like, okay, throws, like Nick said on our podcast, right? You're throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing which noodles stick. And so even the way the idea was generated, we're like, yo, we want to give back to the community. How do we do it? And we're like, we want to give back in a bigger way. And so coming up with the idea, that was my favorite part. And now, of course, figuring out the logistics is another complicated subject, but it's a part of the journey, right? And so my favorite part, though, is going to be actually delivering.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun.
Delivering the presents.
So many things are going to go wrong, but it's going to be so much fun. So many things are going to go wrong.
Like, even the day of, like, I remember just having the entire day just 1 cup of coffee and maybe a 1 cookie that we bought at the thing. And the rest of the day was just like, we didn't eat because we were just like running on adrenaline.
So much fun.
And yeah, so much fun.
So much fun.
But yeah, like, I think the vision that we have right now in our heads, and hopefully we're able to articulate that through our podcast right now. But I just can't wait to see the final product. Like, if it's the way I imagine it in my head, and if we're able to put it onto screen, that is why we love creativity, right? So we have this idea of giving back to the community. Now it's like, okay, how can we make it a realistic thing and capture it so more people can see it and more people can do it, right?
Well, I can't wait. If we pull this off, December 25th, 2023, mark your calendars, my friends.
Yeah.
Because we're going to make history.
Quite literally.
You know what? Now that I think about it, maybe we should rethink releasing it on Christmas Day and rather Boxing Day. Because people will be very preoccupied on Christmas Day when you think about it.
It will give me an extra day to edit the video.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, think about it. Also, just like, without giving too much away about the video,
give it away,
right?
it's fine.
I mean,
yeah.
If we release it on Boxing Day, you know, it kind of goes along with the whole shopping vibe, right?
Fair.
Who knows?
To be announced. Yeah. We'll see how much editing I get done on on a
Yeah,
plane.
man's,
still got lots to
the
work
funny
through.
thing is, here's the schedule. The schedule for this video is when we say we love figuring out the logistics, is because we actually like it's the craziest time. So we said December is our birthdays, prime time exam time for me. Starting December 11th till December 20th, I'm in exam season. And this is not small exams. I'm in my final year. And so if I don't pass these exams, I'm done. I'm not graduating this year. And so that on top of Robin's leaving to Florida literally the next day.
I got a flight booked for December 22nd.
Yeah. Like, think about that, right?
Yeah. So yeah, you got exams starting the 11th all the way to the 20th.
Yeah.
And then we film on the 21st. I get all the footage, and that's the full day.
Yeah.
And then I get all the footage by that night or the morning, and then I'm on a plane at 4 o'clock the next day.
Yeah.
And then we're off till New Year's comes back.
Yeah.
And not to mention planning for New Year episodes. And,
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, hopefully securing some big guests
Big
for that.
guest.
But
Big guest, hopefully.
hopefully, you know, that one's, all that stuff is somewhere sprinkled in December. But what a fun time, you know. I wouldn't ask it for any other way.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
100%.
ask for any other way. What else am I going to do during Christmas time? Like,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, spend time with your family, but
That is true, but like I do that anyway. I do
Yeah,
that regardless.
yeah,
I do this
yeah.
every Sunday, every week, every day. I'm talking with my family, so it's not like a.
when we talk about what, like, you know, you go back to university or you go back to high school, and your friends like, what did you do during Christmas break? Like, what did you get?
Yeah.
You know, what did you get for Christmas? We have the ability to say, hey, we donated 500 basketballs or like 500 crayons
Yeah.
to a school that was in need of supplies. And that's, who's going to top that story?
No, it's just a
Yeah,
great
like, oh, I
story.
got an Apple Watch? Like, yeah.
It's a great story to tell.
Yeah, sure.
It's a great
I
story.
got an Apple Watch.
I got an Apple Watch. Cool. I gave away
Nice.
500
Oh.
crayons.
Yeah, that, I was looking like when we were planning to see how much we're gonna spend and what we're gonna spend it on. I was in like the cart of like these stores, just adding 35 basketballs and watching the number go up, adding 35 soccer balls,
balls, yeah.
just like an estimate to see how much we were gonna spend, going to Staples, and then
But the funniest shots I can't wait for these like to be captured on camera is actually getting those like 30 basketballs and then figuring out how that's gonna fit in our cart and what it's gonna look like fitting in a shopping cart. Like imagine you're just walking through like Sport Chek with 2 carts. You know those like you do that at Costco where like carts are full and you have 2. That's gonna be us. Or like you see those Mr.Beats where like running around grabbing stuff. That's gonna be us, and that's gonna be so fun.
that's been a dream for a while.
Yeah.
You remember when the Drake video came out, God's Plan?
Oh, yes.
Like 2018 something?
Yeah.
That was kind of like where I, like in the back of my mind, I was always like, how fun would it be
Yeah.
to walk into a store and just clear the shelves?
Yeah.
That would be so much fun. So that has been a dream for a while in terms of,
Like I can't just wait until like I walk past. I have my shop cart, and you know the way you put the like Mr. Beast puts his arm into the shelf and just like
yeah.
I want to be able to
We're
do
going
that.
to do that with basketball.
I want to be able to do that. That'd be so sick.
So much fun. And the
be
receipt's
doing
like
that.
this long.
Yeah, it's the best part.
Or even like the normal public is staring at you and like, what are you doing?
Fun. So much fun.
Like, why do you need 20 basketballs?
I can't wait. I you know, we are in the exciting mode. We have yet to experience what it is actually gonna like. Like it's gonna suck in terms of planning and organizing. I just can't even imagine the scale that Mr. Beast
Mr.
and those
Beast
guys
does
do
it,
that.
yeah.
Like to consistent, like even just to organize who you're gonna give it away to, how you're gonna get there, all that stuff logistically is like a nightmare.
You got to think though, they got such a big team and so many people like gung ho to work with them.
Facts.
Like big companies that already have themselves established that are, oh yeah, whatever you need, we'll just deal with
facts.
that, right? So, I mean, it is a little bit easier, but I mean, to get to that point, I imagine they had to work incredibly hard, right? So,
And so we're in that stage right now. We're in the
Yeah.
this is the first of many, and so
Yeah, who
Looking
knows? Maybe
forward
next
to
year,
it.
next year it's like, you know, we give away like a car.
so much fun. I don't know. I don't know.
We don't know. And possibilities are endless.
It'd be so much fun. I'm just like, I'm excited. I'm very excited as you could possibly tell.
But the biggest thing is for me, kids having the ability to say, hey, at least Mr.Beast is not going to come to Winnipeg, but there's people out there that, you know, have a nice heart of potentially giving back, as Mr.Beast does. So
Yeah, I'm okay with being branded the like
Winnipeg
the
Mr. Beast.
I'm okay with that. Like
Yeah.
that's cool. Like what he does is awesome. Like
Yeah, 100%.
why would you not? And that realization really hit when I was like, no one's really gonna do that for our city. Well, there's gonna be like, you know, and ideally we can, if we're the catalyst that inspires someone to do that, great, perfect. Like I live in Winnipeg. This is where we live. So and I'm at the current moment not planning on moving out, besides going on some trips here and there. But I'm not leaving Winnipeg anytime soon either. So it's like, this is all I got. This is all we got.
Realistically, it would be nice if we could turn this into an annual 204 Rise Christmas drive.
Of course.
And like, it grows and grows and grows and gets bigger and bigger as the years go by. That'd be fantastic.
100%.
Like where
100%.
people, like, you know, you walk into Superstore during the Christmas time and there's a bin for people to donate to, I believe it's Manitoba Harvest.
Harvest, yeah.
Um,
There's so many drives. There's
so many drives,
There's so
right?
actually, like, looking into it, there's so many people doing amazing things during the holidays.
Yeah. And so, who knows, next year we partner up with Manitoba Harvest and fill up like 20 U-Hauls of like food. That'd be so sick. But it's only going to get bigger and bigger from here. So
I look forward to it.
yeah.
How's it feel to be 23?
When was your birthday?
It's by the time the video comes out, it's so if we're planning on coming it out on Christmas Day, then it'd be on December 30th is my birthday.
I'm December 6th.
Yeah, so let me flip that question, because you're in the future, you're gonna be 23.
I will be, yes.
How does it feel, my friend?
Feels great.
Yeah.
Feels awesome.
Yeah, how was your year? You had a very eventful year.
Yeah, this was I you know this, but I don't celebrate my birthdays really, just because I never really had a reason to.
Yeah.
And this was kind of the first year when I felt like,
Yeah, I've never heard him say like, Arsh, let's throw a birthday party. Or I've mentioned to him in the past, I'm like, yo, let's do a combined birthday party. And his first response is, what are we celebrating?
Yeah.
Like, we got no reason to celebrate.
Yeah.
And I always tell him, hey man, you don't need a reason to celebrate like another year of life, right? But he's like, yeah, but I ain't got a reason to celebrate.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, cool. But this is the first time I didn't even say it, and he came up to me. He's like, Arsh, when are you gonna be free? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I want to celebrate. And I'm like, okay, cool.
nice. No, it's been a good year, and I'm like, in terms of celebrating, the birthday is another day.
Yeah.
A birthday is literally another day. You just happen to come
born.
to existence on that day, but. Yeah, I never understood the fact, like, unless there was something to celebrate, unless you did something amazing that year, you could celebrate any achievement anytime.
So what are you celebrating?
There were a lot of good things that happened this year for sure. If I look back a year ago to where I was, in terms of the projects I had going for me and like my overall outlook on life, I will say I had much more clarity now. My business just hit 1 year.
Nice.
At the time of this recording,
That's
it's an official 1 year since I've been doing the business. It's been great. I'm my own boss. I get to work for myself. Money's good. Got no complaints. Work with people all around the world in the industry that I love. The show's back. Career-wise, I'm like, you know, in a comfortable spot. Obviously, there's so much more to go, but this was kind of the first thing when I was like, I did something this year. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of the reason why. In terms of 23, I did not hit my goal, unfortunately. And my goal was the Jack Harlow lyric was, I became a millionaire by 22. I became a millionaire by 22.
Yeah.
And by is like just finishing 22. So unfortunately, I did not hit that. Unless something happens in the next 3 weeks. I'm not projected to hit that anytime.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's okay. I still have the Drake goal.
Yeah. 25 sitting on 25 mil.
25 sitting on 25 mil. So.
Hey, you still got time to buy a lottery ticket too.
I do. Yeah. Maybe I'll go buy a lottery ticket.
Maybe it's your year.
Maybe it's meant to be. Maybe it's meant to be.
Maybe.
No, but those were just goals that I had in my mind, and I was happy that I'm at least one step closer. I'm not there yet, long way to go, but I'm happy, and it's the Jordan year, as they call it.
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking.
So time to shine, my friend.
Yeah, no, it's even from looking at it from an outside perspective, you're definitely like, I can definitely see a change, and so I was
hopefully in a good way. I assume.
Yeah, 100%. Like I can definitely say compared to where you were in terms of even like mentally last year to now, drastic change, man.
Yeah, that's great.
And so it's like, it's great to see that as a friend and as a brother sitting on the sideline.
Love. I'm excited.
Yeah, good year. Even for myself, like, hey, it's been a good year. Like, show's back. Hopefully by then I've completed 30 days, 30 miles. Yeah, and hopefully I'm gonna continue to run. That's gonna be my goal. And then yeah, man, just living life for what it is.
Yeah. I guess this maybe also be the last episode of the year with us.
Yeah.
So, any New Year's resolutions 1 month out?
For the year?
Actually, before that, how was your year?
Yeah.
My fault. He's behind the camera.
Fine, it's good. I got a lot accomplished this year. I feel like a lot has changed. I mean, coming onto the show with you guys has been a big move, and just taking a different career path and learning new things. And I think I was just thinking about how it's hard to believe that it's already almost been an entire year. That's crazy since I've met you guys.
Yeah. No, literally.
That's ridiculous.
Like we're creeping up on it already.
That's ridiculous.
Right?
Yeah.
Does it not feel like it doesn't feel like that, does it?
Now you put that into perspective.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Yeah.
That is really wild. So I mean, yeah, I can't complain. Everything's good, man.
But yeah, I also want to go back just to the little bit to the idea. Devo's role is gonna be crucial for this video, right? He's gonna be the man behind the scenes. So I'm interested to see your perspective on like, yeah, what are your thoughts about your role?
Are you ready?
I mean, I'm happy to have it. I'm honored. I feel like it's a good role for me to have, in a sense. Nothing that I'm not, estranged to, right? So like, I think that it's going to go smoothly. I think that I got a lot to think about and deal with. But when it comes to being behind the scenes and making sure that everything goes smoothly and making sure everything falls into place, it can be a big, it is a big responsibility. And I mean, you just got to kind of perform.
Suck.
Right?
It's gonna suck.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate it, but you're also gonna love it at the same time.
Yeah.
I'll say this much: at least I got a good team behind me.
Oh, much love, much love.
Appreciate that. Man.
Much love. Yeah. Well,
proper preparation beats poor performance. Yeah. What is it? That's what it is. Proper preparation beats poor performance.
I think it's Peter Pepper picked a pepper.
Yeah. Proper preparation beats poor performance. Whatever.
Nice.
There's a quote for that.
There is.
Yeah.
There is. I'm excited.
Yeah, 23, Michael year.
New Year's resolutions?
Uh,
A month out in December?
Definitely want to run the full marathon. That's definitely on the list. That's definitely on the wrist. It's on the wrist. I got to put the marathon on my wrist. That's one thing that I have thought about. Just that's one goal. Nothing else. Haven't thought about that. Other than that, graduate.
That's gonna be fun.
Graduate. That's gonna be a goal. And then hopefully travel a little bit, maybe for a month or two. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fair.
And then maybe let's see. I'm not gonna say it.
One of those, hey.
For
it's
me,
coming soon.
Big things coming. If you got that reference, you're an OG.
For me, I would say my biggest goals are going to be also traveling in the next year and taking my business off the ground.
Yes.
Right? I would like to make 6 figures this year. This year.
Yes.
That would be great.
Let's do it.
That would be optimal. I would put me right in the slot of where I want to be. So.
Yeah.
Well, fingers crossed.
You and me both, my brother. You and me both.
What are your goals for this new year?
I'm running 50K.
Yep. Ultra marathon.
I'm running the ultra marathon. Yeah. It only just makes sense.
Yep.
I did 10, half, full, 50. I've yet to do the 5, which is I probably now I think about it, I should have started with the 5 and then kind of did it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just went straight to 10.
Well, look at me. I started with a half.
Yeah, but still, yeah. Like I eventually I'll get back to the 5. In terms, I got a lot of goals. Like the goals are not really like New Year's. They're just like regular goals that I'll just achieve whenever they happen. There's that. The business obviously needs to grow and will grow, but that's broken down like per day, per month kind of vibe. It's not really like January 1st. I remember when I started last year, it was like I bought the domain for my business 2 days before my final exam. And then after my final exam was the first day, I just like right after the exam ended, I just started.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't like I could have waited, like it was around December, so I could have waited till like New Year's, but I was like, yeah, I'm doing this now. So New Year's is just a day. I'm not really worried about like New Year's resolution goals. Like I've never really been a part of that. Actually, there was a time in my time when I was like, okay, January 1st is when I start. It's June. And I'm like, I start working out January 1st, New Year, it's June. But no, for the last couple of years, it's never been about like the New Year's. It's just been about, okay, this is the goal. I do want, and content side, yeah, gotta hit those goals, subscriber goals, monetary goals for that for sure.
I think our goal I like to set personally for Two for Eyes for next holiday video, since we're on that topic, is double the amount that we were able to give back this year.
Oh, that's gonna happen. If we continue on the trend we already did, we went from, I don't know the
Doesn't
math.
matter.
I don't know the math.
Whatever it is, like just double the scale.
It's probably like 5,000% if you look at like budget wise from last episode to this episode, or like last holiday video to this episode. So,
But whatever it is,
okay, yeah, I get it.
whether we do $100 this year, whatever we do like $100,000 this year, we're gonna double it next year.
That's a good goal. That's a good goal for sure. So if you're a business out there that wants to work with us, hit us up.
Yeah.
What else? I think there are also some travel goals. Now it just makes life a little easier that I can work on the go. So it's not really that will happen. Hawaii's still on the trip.
Yeah.
I've been saying that for a while. I went for a haircut yesterday, and my barber goes, like, I see him like every 4 months, so it's not like a big thing. And he goes, man, you've been waiting for Hawaii for a while. Yeah. I go, yeah. Every time I sit in this chair, I talk about it, but Hawaii's still on the trip. I will, I think, achieve. Oh, another goal for this year I had was to eat pasta on a beach in Hawaii. I'm gonna do the first part of it. I'm gonna eat pasta on a beach. Instead of Hawaii, it's gonna be Miami. But like that was a goal, and I don't know why. It's just always a thing in my head when I was like, I had a dream about it one time when I was sleeping, and I was like, yo, that'd be so sick to just eat pasta on a beach. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this year.
Interesting.
Next year. Oh, I also had one of these crazy dreams. I had another dream of running 20K or 20K miles, whatever what a half marathon is. Running a half marathon in Big Bear. That's a dream. Going skiing in Banff is another dream, but there's a specific, like doing a jump in skiing in Banff. There's a specific jump. Just like certain goals and certain, ice bath in Ireland.
Yes.
Like just weird activities I need to do at specific places.
Yep.
Like those kind of vibes. Yeah. I got a bunch of those. I don't know if those will ever get done, but they're just in the back of my head of like things I need to do.
Skiing in Banff is one of them.
Skiing in Banff.
Let's make that happen next year.
That's so much fun.
Let's make that happen next year. Boys trip.
Ice bath
Big
in Ireland.
possibility.
What?
I said that's a big possibility.
Yeah.
I want one of my lists is you know those hot air balloons in Turkey when they like all go up at the same time.
Yeah.
That's on the list. That's
hot air balloons the best time in the world.
that's on my list. That's one thing I want to see. Switzerland. I don't care where in Switzerland. Just want to go to Switzerland. And yeah.
Just like fun, small gimmicks here and there. Those will happen. Give it time. Give it time.
I would like for us to do a on the road, or a reel on the road this year. That'd be nice.
That'd be dope.
Wherever we decide to go, I'm sure we'll make good use of the place.
I thought about it. I literally did. Go for it.
I got an idea, and we might be able to even pull it off this year. Live podcast, live audience podcast.
It's not happening this year.
We could pull it off. We could if we wanted to.
Oh, actually, we could.
We
sure,
could.
I hear you.
Yeah,
I understand.
We could pull it off.
Yeah.
But even if it doesn't happen this year, next year the goal.
That'd be so much fun, actually. Doing it live
Live podcast.
with like some cool people and
like an live audience podcast.
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
Like we book out like one of the
IG Field? Yeah, gotcha.
IG Field, 30,000 fans. Come on.
That'd be so much fun.
Come on. Or just putting on an event, you know. But live audio podcast or live audience podcast.
You know, I thought one of the best venues to do that for us, I think, would be like the at the Forks underneath the Scotiabank area. if we like set up around there and then just because it's a little bit out of the way, but people still come by there quite often. So like, at least we could drum up a crowd or a small crowd and get people like in an organized fashion to come and talk and stuff like that.
Small, right? We need MTS.
Like I was definitely thinking like, what's the theater that like every performer goes
Burton
to?
Cummins.
Yeah, something like that.
Garrick.
Yeah.
Garrick.
Yeah.
The one near the casino. There's one there.
Anyways, something that has a stage and we have an audience, and ideally the crowd is packed. So that might mean like 2 people.
We should need a couple.
But just a live
couple
audience.
people show up.
Live audience.
I thought about the on the road thing. Like got a text back from one of our guests who was like traveling all the time, and she goes, "Yeah, still traveling. We've been going back for like years.
Yeah,
it's been like 2-3 years." And I was like, "Mate, just tell me where you are. Like, just tell me where you are. We'll just fly there." Like it's been years.
Gone to that point.
It's been years, and I was just like, I thought about just messaging back and being like, "Just drop the pin." Like,
drop the pin.
Drop the pin. I'm coming.
We should do like like Diva says, like maybe take some business trips, and New York is a big city that we could got some connections in, and Toronto, Alberta. We might as well go to Alberta, podcast for a week, get our ski trip out of the way.
That's a good point.
Kill 2 birds, 1 stone.
We're just a bunch of dudes talking. That's never gonna leave. There's a good chance these talks never leave the group chat.
It shows passion, bro.
That is true. It is true. I love these talks though.
Yeah.
Gotta be big dreamers.
Of course, 100%.
If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. So I'm scared by these dreams, man. It's a lot of responsibility.
It'll be fun though. I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Pressure is a privilege.
Not too worried about it.
Anyways,
cool.
Perfect way to end off the podcast. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Till next year. Peace.
Bye.